development for me.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside this edition to the Ready Democracy, they look at the Yenga situation and waiting governments really don't do for address them. And we studio guest now, Mori Lengo, another Minister of Internal Affairs, and also we expect the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Timothy Kaba, but stay now we not see it join me inside the program. And in line with us, we continue the Minister of Internal Affairs. Before we go for the break, you listen to aggrieved concern Sierra and the way they within this situation, we get for do with Yenga and Guinea. And from waiting that they say, it's like they want to take action into the own hands and they feel like say government no really don't do enough. And according to them, the meeting will go for attend in such high level delegates will not get that same reciprocal approach they from the Guinea authority them. Waiting this mean for Leone Sidom the Sierra Leone and they want to take the step we una the try for avoid.
Well, then get legitimate concerns and identify myself with them because, as I said earlier on, myself now born of that area. But then say and emphasize the no one war, as you said, Mary. But we then say they want this issue to be resolved as soon as possible. In the meeting we'll be there, although the military from Guinea not come, but the paramount chief within Nongoa, na Guinea, turn up. Because mind you, I've been telling you earlier, and he come with a delegation.
Of who that same exactly?
And then with a number of own chiefs then, within the Nongoa. Then we come at the meeting. In fact, waiting in say, they say they want a demilitarized Yenga because the people na Yenga and then na Nongoa na the same people. Without the military, either the police or the military from Guinea and Sierra Leone, then they live peacefully. So now that incept say. So as just coming back to what the people then say, they say they want this issue resolved. In fact, themselves say, not they talk about war, then they say they want as soon as possible. So we don't hear that, and we will continue for work and engage them, and also other partners, because the Mano River Union was in that meeting, and don't talk to them, they intensify their engagement, and even Liberians were also part of the meeting.
But
so with all of this, we will continue to intensify the diplomatic option, but of course we have other legal action, etc.
Mr. Minister,
but we think say we can able resolve this issue without really going to that extent.
As much as you don't emphasize on not going to war, they self not say that. But as much as you say on the try for do the right thing, it's clear say the people want more from waiting already on don't do because they are directly affected. Some of them did it for more than go on and go on the sleep thing for it don't be challenged. How much don't put all of this into consideration? Say really Sierra Leoneans in the way affected and livelihood don't be challenged for them and going for that more challenge could they?
Yeah, but in fact, since that time things have changed because most of the people in this place, and that not be one of the objectives, they not all don't go back. Even the one in Yenga, then go back.
Go back, Osai.
And na Sokoma, na Pegubengu,
okay.
And even Yenga itself, they don't go back. So that day when we go, we give them some support. And in fact, as of yesterday, food relief don't go, so that then they go give the one that were affected. So we're actually taking care of those issues, but sometimes we they do more than we they talk. I think so now that's not the issue. And when you did in negotiation of this kind, not all the time, if you not don't achieve your objective, but can't talk to people, oh now this will they do, now this will they do, not to that they want to hear you. What's in the one hear you and for say Yenga don't free, and then you go back and get a normal life and activities.
My colleague earlier asked you, we get past or nearly 10
dignitaries, ministers, you included, leading the delegation. We get brigade commanders, we get senior security officers. We go Kwendu for all meeting with the Guinean counterpart, then send paramount chief and other people around. We, according to people na Kwendu, na fisherman they then come with. But no, that's the allegation. You get that from the audience, not from me. Me know they live there, they live there, they sabi themselves. If they say the paramount chief come, they agree, but now some fisherman they come with. Okay, you say the paramount chief represents them. You think say the paramount chief, the Guinea soldier, in the listen to them at all? And considering the fact that this issue intensified after we the paramount chief from Nongowa can hold meeting with the paramount chief from Kisiteng for make sure say people are being good at and farm them. When he hold that meeting, the Guinea soldier then come for can know waiting that paramount chief can talk. And this intensified the situation. And the paramount chief also can't attend the meeting. You think say the soldier them at all they listen to that paramount chief day?
I don't think so.
So why Salon not being like go in for the military commander na the Gegedu region where the Koba Danongoa we can't take over Yenga?
Well, we'll not go force them for them come
We'll not
to
invite
another
them.
country. Yes, they were invited,
What did they
but
say?
they not come.
When I get back to them, will they not come after the meeting?
No, after the meeting, we'll not get back to them yet. But then with security services, they engage them. But let me come back to the issue of the chief.
Before the chief, before the chief,
importance. No, let me say
before the chief. Before the chief, when you invite them, what did they see?
They say they not get authorization from them senior command to let them attend the meeting.
Okay, let's go to the chief. What even they say?
So when they talk the importance of the chief, you know, traditionally we can resolve a lot of things on the ground. Even when we go, one of the things where we say, now for let the chiefs, we own paramount chief and they own paramount chief for facilitate the return of the people. Well, it don't happen. Even in Yenga, outside the military, the Guinean military deployed, they don't go there. So it means they also get a leverage on the people in those communities. So mind you, I mean, we are all Africans, and there are so many things we can resolve, not only at military level, but also at traditional and community levels. So it has worked, and we believe, say, if we intensify that, you know, it will escalate and then it will go upwards.
With the delegation we left Salon, now sitting with a chief, on be expect for say this go resolve, or on be expect the same kind of representative of Salon for come out as well from Guinea?
Well, actually, we're not being talk exactly whether for come out from Guinea, but we military be invite the counterparts them from Guinea for joining the meeting. We're not being like ask for the Minister of Internal Affairs for or the Deputy Minister of Defense, because we objective being clear, go reassure the people, help for let them return, and also tell them what will they do for resolve the issue.
Okay, so this issue of Yenga, we don't see inside September 28, 2022 specifically. We see the Guinean leader, Wena Mamadi, Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, become a walking visit na Salon and ebe meet with President Bio. Also, then get a bilateral meeting, discuss relationship, peace and tranquility. So doing all of that, people they take and say whatever dispute between Salon and Guinea on the Yenga issue, that walking one day visit day from the Guinean leader, when a Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, go down settle. What happened after that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you because one, I was not in government at the time. And also, you know, one day walking visit for an issue we don't linger for over 20 years. I mean, it will be unreasonable for say it will be resolved straight away.
But again, that's not the kind of idea we be out there like for say whatever dispute or disagreement or misunderstanding, that's the fourth step of getting to a resolution.
I'm sure that could have been, I'm guessing, because as I say, I was not in government. So,
but they're not privy of things that will be happen under your ministry for me predecessor.
Well, I don't know if that particular issue, I mean, the outcome of that discussion, because I don't know. And that was not part of my handing over brief.
Okay.
I just came in December, started effectively in January. So that's the situation.
So generally and sincerely, Salon in any way, they take this Yenga issue with all seriousness, aside just talking and engagement.
No, definitely. Every inch of Sierra Leone territory is a concern for all of us. And like I said, I come from that area, so we really take it seriously. And because not only where I lead the ministerial delegation, before that I've been done the engage and we don't do whatever we're able to do for to ensure that the matter is resolved.
Okay, continue with that and the Minister of Internal Affairs, Lengo, as today inside this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, Radio Democracy, they look at the younger issue between Salon and Guinea and waiting Salon government don't they do for ensure say the fair solution to this problem. The program Good Morning Salon they continue and now we go for a break.
Good news for Gal Kingdom. Olive B Academy don't come for you.
For better and affordable education, the Olive B Academy, when our 100% Christian, all girls boarding school na Keriton, don't come.
Olive B Academy, they provide international education na a very good environment. Then go shape tomorrow leaders them with a STEM-focused Cambridge curriculum, when a science, technology, engineering and mathematics.
Olive B Academy, go make it girl can get sober education, teach them for be good leader, and same way so, boost in confidence and self-esteem.
I sure say you don't want to miss this opportunity. Admissions don't start for Form 1 and Form 2 students for the 2025-2026 academic year, and school will open this September 2025. For no more, do your call 073 244 444 or 090 244 444. You can email me info@olivebacademy.org or visit my website at www.olivebacademy.org.
Now Olive B Academy, girl picking them will be global leaders.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you will transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, will send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Jabadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go on Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Delivering God.
The program still they continue. Good morning, Salona. They listen to and inside the program still on the Yenga issue. The chairman for the Coalition of Civil Society and Human Rights Activist Charles Mambu, the asked government for build military barracks and self-deploy soldier man them with gun and other military weapon them for protect people in Yenga inside Kailao district. It talk this inside our interview with Radio Democracy. We able to make them position for sake of the issue Yenga between Salon and Guinea. Well, Charles Mambu talk more on this issue to Adeyemi Jackson.
Last week, Friday, the National Executive Council of the Coalition met as usual at the National Head Office, and we deliberated on the Yenga issue, and we decided to take a position. So we call Una today for look and share that position with Una.
What's not the position where the coalition don't take?
Yeah, first of all, the coalition of civil society, we totally, and in no small words, condemn the continuous illegal occupation of the land of Yenga by the Guinean troop. We don't continue for a long time amidst all the negotiations where government of Sierra Leone, Guinea, and other international parties they don't really take. With Guinea, they don't agree at all. We also condemn the Guinean forces for the displacement of our brothers and sisters, our people in Guinea. We also condemn very totally, and to us is as a result of the failure of the government of Sierra Leone and international parties. We, from 2019 to 2022, we allowed the Guinean forces, with the full approval of the government of the Guinea, led by Colonel Doumbouya, we approved them for build a barracks on the land of Sierra Leone. And we're not able to stop that one day. So now the Guinean don't go and they harass, they molest with people in that place. And we also really commend the Sierra Leone police and the army, because amidst the molestation and provocation where the Guinean troop, they don't subject them to. Yes, they are still obeying the order of the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Sierra Leone. We know Leone person that the president of this country. And for our youths, Nakwendo and Kailan, we they say, let them all and every other person remain peaceful and law-abiding. Let nobody not take the law into their hand on the issue of Yenga. And we know Yenga issue will come to an end. So let us allow dialogue instead of fighting with arm. However, we call on the government with immediate effect for let them go build a permanent barracks na Yenga. Just like the Guinean military themselves don't do. Let them go position with military, with army, and the police. Let them all day now while they discuss on the tone. And we want to tell them, as a coalition, we tell the government of Sierra Leone, international parties, and our people, that the Guineans, they are mostly stubborn for letting abide by any treaty and any negotiation we don't happen so far.
Past governments, they don't ensure, say, then go into negotiation, Guinean counterpart, and they don't sign different agreements then for say the Guinean troops then go back from outside and come up. But yet still the agreements here also nothing for all water, because according to you, the current situation at Yenga really serious.
Very serious. But let me say this. From 2015, 2016, then Guinean troops they be done withdraw and left from Yenga back to Guinea, and then left that place as a buffer zone because the negotiations not be done end. So I really see them Yenga after 2019 begin see them back, pockets of them they come small until between 2019 and 2022 they now built a very mansion, big military barracks, concrete houses where they put. And when it happened, we be go there and where I be report back even as a member of Kailan District Decentralized Association. In our last meeting in December, I be tell them a lot of we brothers where they did government today, they were there. Secretary to President was there. The now Minister of Internal Affairs was there. And I tell them, say, Yenga issue, Sierra Leone and Kailan, we are sitting on a time bomb if we don't resolve Yenga and Yenga issue on time, because the Guineans are stubborn. We have had series of negotiations, and all those negotiations, what did they put on paper? The past and present government of Sierra Leone, they don't abide by all, including our security deployment.
According to the present government, they will assure the people that they will do everything possible for say Yenga come back na Salon. But yet still we see the Guinean troops say the advance at Yenga. Is it that the government not seem to take the situation that Yenga serious?
When you look at it, the government will tell you, say, we take this issue of Yenga serious. However, why they are saying the issue is serious, the Guineans are still occupying more area within Yenga. They don't build, they don't bring armor car, they don't bring tanks, they don't bring personnel, over 300 of them. They don't cut off the road. The economic activity, even another man we don't put on our statement that Sierra Leone for now take another decision. And one of the decisions one let them take, now take this matter to the International Court of Justice. Let government now be seen by each people that indeed they are the government of Sierra Leone for which they were democratically elected. Let them save our people from Yenga.
Inside our interview, they just listen to the chairman for the Coalition of Civil Society and Human Rights Activist, Charles Mambu, will be the Guinean point on the Yenga issue. And according to it's a government for build military barracks and self-deploy soldier man them with gun and other military weapon them as way for protect Salon people where they na Yenga inside Kalau, and also suggest say Salon government for take this issue at the International Court of Justice. If they make them point in the insider interview to Adeyemi Jackson. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. They come over to you, Mr. Minister. You just listen to one civil society when I say Leone and we have get your input for make. What do you think about the point we're making addressing this issue? You think that's an appealing approach?
Yeah, with respect to building barracks and reinforcing our position and our posture, it's a good point, and we don't take note of that. But of course, he's entitled to his opinion as a citizen and what he say. But definitely, we still believe, say, we don't allow people to run the game. They don't run before, and it's really sad and pathetic.
So why they emphasize on that? Now that kind of approach they see from our counterparts, the Guinea community, you don't emphasize so much on no one to war and not go fight for going to war. You don't see any sign of that from Guinea government.
I don't think they themselves really want war.
Okay.
You know, but as I say, and like where my brother Charles say, they get stubborn. But the stubbornness we think is coming from some elements of the GAF, none of the Guinean armed forces were deployed in Yenga, because each time we see progress in which we don't do, then they do something different so that they will create tension, which means because they are benefiting. Remember, if you listen back to within some of the citizens, the natives, then say, then they benefit from the trade more than what people benefit. So they say, if I let them lock the border, because all the time they can get scared and say, then they lock the border because of their closeness to Guinea. Now, most of them produce, they go, and I didn't do business. But as a country, we did try now for Lewi get the Ministerial of Trade, because in fact he was part of the delegation, for let them open some buying centers for some of those communities so that we will reduce the dependence on Guinea, especially with people when they go across the.
Talking about diplomacy, we see diplomacy don't come to play in several occasions. In 1912, they clearly demarcate Yenga. Britain and France come and agree say Yenga na Salon, and that was clear. We see the two late presidents, Amat Jan Kaba and Lansana Conte, then go into diplomacy and sign several agreements them for say Yenga na Salon, and we see Ernest Baikroma and Alpha Conde in May 1, 2012. They be meeting in Liberia, na heads of state meeting for Mano River Union. Then agree and sign an agreement. And in July 27, 2012, this agreement come to effect, make them demilitarize Yenga, which means Guinea soldier then go back, who said then and Salon soldier then left. 2020, this been come to effect, soldier don't be the Yenga again. 2020, Alpha Conde begins send in troops then they for go work and come back. Later, by 2021, 2022, when Mamadi Doumbouya come, a build permanent structure, a build barracks. Who says Salon government been there at this time where Guinea they build barracks na Yenga? Is it that we are not being aware at all?
Of course we've been aware because the reports will come. But as you said rightly don't mention, the Guinean forces go back and hold Yenga outside them in there. So outside them build the barracks in there behind the Guinean military line. I mean, now, what's being in that circumstance, if you say we soldier them for do, then for go fed them at that moment, they together and commodity wait before don't bring war.
But when they be the start for come and go, if they be meet Salon soldier, they need to come again. Because when they go Sokoma, then go left message, they no want see Salon soldier. When Salon soldier go there, they not go there again. If Salon soldier been there Yenga, we then go and work and come back. They not for don't go there again.
Well, you know, we now law-abiding people, Sierra Leone. But as you've been saying before, there was that agreement. And we are honoring the part of our own agreement as stated. Because, mind you, even the people that wouldn't come, them talk say they want a demilitarized Yenga. They don't want let the military, they either the Guinean forces or we own forces. So we own people stay back outside the Minde, because they don't want for go and disturb the people then, because normally people they don't want soldier man or policeman, for sit down at the places. Or
when you interact with people of Yenga and surrounding communities, the allegation are that the Guineans, they aim for the Moa River. We come from Makona River and come to Daru. And according to allegation are that Kwendu are the next step of the Guineans, Kailaon and Daru. This now one way they think say na Guinea. And Salon still they on diplomacy. They don't build barracks them now on our own place. How long Salon going to continue this diplomacy as allegation of Guinea aggression continues?
No, I mean, definitely, I don't think say we go left Sidon, let them pass Kwendu for come beyond that. I mean, it's not possible because we will defend yourself.
Mr. Minister.
And we will defend yourself rigorously.
So, Mr. Minister, you just emphasize and point out important things. As Salon don't they play your own part and sticking to this issue. What do you see from the Guinean? You think they are also playing their own part for understand say Yenga is owned by Sierra Leone?
Well, I'll get back to it, and I've been said there's a lot of insincerity, and really this is fueled by some of the forces on the ground. I think so then they use them for divert attention from what they happen in Guinea, and with the pressure where the government you get for return to civilians. So if they get this kind of situation, even the citizens then will begin to think nationalistic, Sierra Leone, one fair we and all that. So it's a distraction in a way. And again, mind you, the economic issue. So we don't give them that sort of opportunity for letting use me as a pawn.
So already we don't see they don't invade. Already the neighboring country in Guinea don't invade into something where they know say not their own, they don't maltreat some of we Sierra Leonean people don't put them in a form of displace. You think say the approach is show any sign of which you they talk so for being nationalistic and conscious to agreement?
Of course they are not. And that make we as a nation really my appeal to all of us, not for below nationalistic. We look at this issue dispassionately, we take out politics, and everybody in Australia say, no, this now we right, and we get for make sure that we do everything possible so we get here.
If you know they get the same, energy or the same response from your counterpart, you expect people to always be nationalistic conscious, even if what they get from the counterpart is an opposite.
Yeah, but what can we do? Substitute there, and if
no, I'm not in the shoes to say what can we do.
Issues where me and you involving, I guess we'll find a way, either persuade you or you are forced in a way to do it. Not so. But then at the end of the day, you have to agree. And waiting the sustain, now when me and you reach a mutual understanding and agreement for law implement what you say. Not so.
You say if the soldier them, Guinea soldier them, take or pass Kwendu, they don't.
No, they're not going to pass Kwendu.
No, he said if they reach Kwendu.
No, they're not pass. They're not even reach Kwendu now because of the posture we don't take.
Now.
And we get right for defend ourselves at this point.
So why Salon not defend themselves till you wait when issue don't worse?
Okay, mind you, before them people then come for can help we for fight to rebel war. It was like at the time when them in Sidon, it was necessary. It was also good for us. It just don't let, initially we are going to be ungrateful for what they can do. Now that ego show, if that time they will just say no, We don't want to know again. What them we can help free for can fit. So now just like that camera or which is a story. Somebody come, they say, okay, can I'm tent, put the camera can inside the tent. At the end of the day, the camera try to kick him out of his tent.
Okay.
So you know, and
continue for stay with me inside the program Good Morning Saloon. We still expect the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation for joining in at the program. You listen to the Minister of Internal Affairs, Wena Morilengo. They talk about the security situation at Yenga and what they do as government. The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue. They go for a short break. We'll continue for look at more issues. The program Good Morning Salon continues up to you.
Inside the program now, we will look at another issue. Some workman them now the Serial Broadcasting Corporation SLBC don't call on President Bio for sack member them now the SLBC board because they say the board they interfere and misusing power where it can administrative work. They workman they make this call Tuesday May 6 this year. Outside they do peaceful protest and also they ask for improved condition of service and say the interference of the board they make, they're not able to do their work proper one. For more on this issue, let me listen to a reporter, Yenga Kabia. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. They try to get that in Saturday. Well, now they look at issue we get for do it well body business as a National Public Health Agency. The all meeting with media for updates about the Mpox sickness salon. According to the Minister of Health, Dr. Austin Dembe say out of the over 1,400 confirmed case of Mpox sick, with a record from January to now, 10 people don't die from the Mpox sick alone. For more on this issue, let us listen to a reporter, Karifatu Conte.
Mpox comes from the orthopox virus, where is sick, person they get them from animal to motorman, and same way so transfer through body contact, where is sick. Now one way comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and later spread to other African countries. Inside August 2024, now about 22 countries then don't get the Mpox sick. Plenty them. Mpox patients then can get BB cocoon in them body, sore throats, fever, headaches, and plenty other one them. With the kind way how the country be don't they get public emergency them, like Ebola and Corona, be make where the Mpox reach Salon by January 2025. Salon declare the Mpox as public health emergency, where we make the Ministry of Health together with the National Public Health Agency pull public safety guideline them. But this now one way no work. Aside from January to now, over 1,000 Salon people don't get the Mpox sick. But waiting at the current status of the Mpox sick na the country, Professor Fodesa, now the Executive Director na the National Public Health Agency, he explained.
The situation as of today, we have over 1,400 cases positive, and all districts are now affected. Western area, urban and western rural still remain to be the hotspots, having over 90 to 95% of the cases. The number of contacts, we are trying to line list all contacts of these positive cases, and these contacts, we are following them through. Over 2,100 contacts have been line listed, and 896 have completed their 21-day follow-up. In terms of vaccination, about 2,967 people have been vaccinated so far. All those that have died as of yesterday, about 10 people have died, and all these have other ailments.
Professor Fodesa continue for talk about the new strategy them, where the agency and a partner they don't they do now for help tap the Mpox sickness salon.
We want to manage all positive cases now in health facilities, because definitely what we were doing was not different from what is done in other countries. We are guided by principles. In Sierra Leone, as in other countries, we have now agreed that to break the chain of transmission, I think the first step is to make sure that we bring all the positive cases in these facilities. Hence, we are trying to put up a 400-bed facility at the police training school at Hastings, a 100-bed facility at Calabar Town, that is the Freetown City Council facility, and then to activate the Potloko Field Hospital. That is about 100 beds, what can be extended to 200 beds. Then we continue with Operation Find Them All the districts.
This being said, the different picture wey don dey go around on social media where people don dey see of how the Mpox sick don dey damage people in body and private parts them make plenty people dey call out for make government vaccinate them. Wey this according to the Minister of Health, Dr. Stindembi say the 63,000 dose of the Mpox vaccine not do for vaccinate over 8 million people in a salon.
Because this market here in Oboku, for the one whole country of 8.5 million people, then we only been get about 63,000 doses. The market not that way if you want buy, you go buy, and now few people then get them, they not agree for give. Now big then give you 63,000. So this 63,000 will get not for all man. Now for the people who will get the highest risk of infection, and that will the focus man. So the well body work one them. When somebody sick quick hospital, now then get for men and then get for dead very, very close, then they are at high risk. So now then the number one priority will get follow or markets them. The second thing now people already then get other sick there inside them body where they make them vulnerable. One for make sure say we say we market them. When somebody don't sick now the host, the people then already around that person, they then all they at high risk. We want follow market them as well. So the market not do, we get for use them wisely.
And continue for talk about the different measure them where people for the practice so that the signal will scatter past out in now in the country.
We get a role for play. Everybody get a role for play. Somebody say, hey, me not to doctor, what's in my own role? Me not to nurse, what's in my own role? Everybody get a role for play. Number one, no count on this vaccine here. We get what we can do, we can aim for care, we go far away. This jams here. Now we touch somebody, now we hold somebody, now we close somebody, we contact somebody, now you get out. Somebody will get the sick. And one of the biggest instruments for transmission now we have. So if everybody they make sure say you get hand sanitizer, let dinner you hand the rubber, any side you go 10, 10, 20, 10, 30, 10 per day. Any side you did, then you use them. Ordinary soap and water, they kill these germs. So also if we wash we hand, we clean we hand on a regular basis. Let you not mistake, go touch somebody, you go carry on other side, you go touch other part of your body, you transmit them. You don't do the number one thing for prevent the sick. Number two, this sick is not gonna breeze. First, you get intimate contact with somebody. So if we're able to give yourself space, just like what they do for Ebola, you be able to do the number two more important thing, but if you don't want to see her, you keep your social distancing. Yeah? So you do not see this sick you know, they knock you down right away. They dip by your body, you they pass. If you're not careful, you go spread it outside.
Dr. Stindembi end up calling the public and well body will command them for come as one and help fight against the Mpox sickness salon for the Society for Ready Democracy. Mina Karifa to counter the reports.
From that report to the program, they continue and back to the story we get for the Salon Broadcasting Corporation. Also, some work mandem now this institution call on President Bio for sack some of the board members. They wouldn't say they interfere and micromanage the administrative work of the institution, and they also say the condition of service very poor. For more on this issue, we listen to Yenga Kabia.
People go feel like we get money. We poor. Now fake life with now. We dey suffer. Me, yes, me unable buy am. We poor. We dey suffer.
They are government sit to me. We na government much at this country. Now we dey talk about government. Now government they talk. Now president they talk. You understand?
This na the way our work mandem. Now the Salon Broadcasting Corporation with the feel. We make them decide for left inside talk and decide now for let the public know. But it's in them where they bond them chest. We make them not able to do their work. Tuesday, May 6 this year. By always SLBC starts as the Salon Broadcasting Service. Now one of the oldest news and broadcasting institutions in the country. For Komon-Tok service, come to corporation. Better thing no change day. Residents bio in government. Now one way down they boast for supports media with the subvention where they can get to sludge and save the kind couple where they don't get to SLBC. You go think say by now SLBC don't reach international standard or get different face in society, but this na complete opposite when you talk to workman them.
We just allow net transmission day on, but news and other programs we don't put an hold to our force until it's in management instead of the meeting. So why you wait till the outcome of the meeting? So one for sure that after sure me colleagues so the day around, but transmission they continue becoming uninterrupted transmission. But other programs we don't put on hold for us.
salary business. How many years we don't know the gap that we also send money? Let us see reason to it. I would sell all government program there out. We got the biggest medium. What's in that saying they happen now? If I tell you my salary, my sister, you go surprised. For the past 12 years, where this place turns to corporation, I don't there. I they do so many things. Nothing no they want no sabi do. But if I tell you my salary, you go cry for me. If I want for pay me picking fees, now loan upon loan and help from other people. How I go there on TV, I don't dress fine, I sit don't fine, then I go beg in a bank for loan. When my salary, you know, able cover, then go quarter almost here, I don't work for loan. Until me picking down university. The thing that we hear, it really shocked me because Malek we don't work almost here. If we tell people they almost will receive, people not go ever believe. And this will not afraid. Now will life they will get picking us there and look how country hard. Do you imagine we then at the camera unit? Kalek we kind of 700,000 will get for month over almost here. This mommy from where it come, it want change things now this unit, but then they compressor.
Apart from condition of service. One thing we them think say, no they make them see say anything for change now. Now that's the board, wait for team up for supervise. Don't be the one. We want for take the administration they work and save one couple for sitting. Where some of them still they get less than 1,000 millions per month.
The board, we don't get recent information. Say the board say the director general don't consign any check above 20 million. Currently, the director general they don't know for make the studio, dilapidated studio. They don't put on hold. Even with condition of service, all things they don't put on hold. Who that go glad for that day?
Wait till they undergo Naya. From where Kapua don't come on Naya back. This board where they don't form Naya. They know they treat you well at all. This mommy where they try level best. For layer to my farm. And they don't sit to constrain them. So now that you know one.
Me for me, I don't work at 25 years. From SLBS to now, 25 years. And they are about me three picking them. One, this man away come, it come first of all we meet the meeting with him. He said they make sure say we welfare, then see through welfare. We don't they fight for that one day. Now he say for renovate the place. We understand say the board say the mamino for sign check, now them for sign check, and they are board of trustees. They're not there for sign check, then they for just see how process the goal corruption not take place and anything and they. Now they don't take ownership as if they control the SLBC and then they do all things. We forget we salary increments where the mommy said me they try. Not everything don't put on hold.
The immediate person in our government way for make this situation solve. Now the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Because now in there between government and the broadcasting house. And then people here say the minister no but sitting them where they up on a SLBC and then say plenty time and can promise them for solve this situation, but then say na empty talk.
When this came really for the bad people in the institution, because we director need good for this institution. When the Ministry of Information, the board, they want and they all are not good for this institution. So anyone where we catch here with the flag, now public flogging with the Guinean, anyone where we catch here, now public flogging. So I may propose this now out of my money, I pull a go by and so now 50 million cost.
They say thank you to President Bill for the swift intervention we take for pull the former DG where ACC wala and neck, where they hide under the carpet. And it's left to ACC and Bekefala, they handle landing. But on SLBC now, we don't see say from where this mommy come, Joseph where they appoint him. We see say a lot of interference they come up from the Ministry of Information. We don't know whether they elect the former DG or we don't know what's in there between them, the woman and not like the woman. But we want to send a message to the information ministry. Say if you want to make this man for straight, and he's going to America and come with the former DG, SLBC with the bonner. We don't ready for go jail and jail. We don't send for the right cause. And once you want to say this building and this is broadcasting now. Now President Bill now on Villa, in name the day. President Bill named this building, on this building. So if issue happen this building, yes, we now Salon and the way vote for him. We're not journalists, we vote. For say they're changing our rating in this country, then they do this to this woman, then all the woman succeed. Honestly, no, it's a low face Salon. All the Salon are there. President Bill intended to go. SLBC go there with the same problem again.
Now for sake of them concern ya, make workman them na the SLBC think say one way for solve this. Now for make President Julius Madabio dissolve the board, we should say this go be strong action and safe set query for the Minister of Information and Civic Education.
Remember the board, let it go. Because if you not pull the board here, so President, at least a different thing up here.
So we should say to President, because we need to talk to the minister. You know, fail already. Because we not be president. what is the happen at the Sakan state for go? To be honest, you understand it? I don't get any hard feelings, but that's the truth I talk about. Because this is the sabotage the president in the You understand? So what they say is, President Bio, SLBC the call on you for the last time. We issued in a parliament, it's all over this country here. So let the board go. Because if you know why they had the board, if you inside that other old board where they mess up here, it's Kapua. But then they can put on top this other board now for leading new people away come inside. So we see and say, now him they influence them for all the decision there. And you want to make that kind of say, and they made that power be going a woman, one over power this woman because woman not be in a salon. Don't spend any all in life overseas. And this is wrong.
Josephine Kamara, now the Director General for the Salon Broadcasting Corporation, not being grief for talk to Radio Democracy because he say in the engage with the board first before he respond. But Radio Democracy been go work around the SLBC for see the status of the institution where make workman them they complain. So what we see na SLBC plenty side inside the institution. Sound like building where they don't use again and self place them they inside the building where any person go afraid for Sidom. With support from Usman Kamara for Radio Democracy, you know Kabia the reports.
Another morning again. I see Fambu. I see a this one make one see a dinner studio now. I see they do some small song. I see they do some small song. I see the song young. I say, you get for each man. I say, you get for each. And at the title and two bitter man. I say, two bitter. I say, that's what they bang now, man. I say, but are the peace people they want the future? I say are the peace people they want the future on this song. I say, Manjanje. I say, what to make people then the guy in this country so? I say, Manjanje. I say, Manjanje. I to 1 degree. I don't wonder if some people not get free. If some people not get which bow, if not to Ganja, you go check soldier man and policeman them bow. 4 months, I say them baggage, not they meet them bow. I say 4 months. Not to show that one that correction center going all is saying all for ambassador pass. I see ambassador pass in the give them so then they this that's to I say plenty people in this country I say I say okay want some people that win a leader. Then to say na God appoint leader, but from man. You go the wonder if na God appoint on appoint himself na some position. I say Oshamu don't talk. I say Oshamu don't talk. I say it just sleep into a grown. Nine self forget that and because I they try for make interpretation from this into Oshamu ibn a grown. I say Oshamu say patient the limit to I say think ya Oshamu limited to each one side when himself think he don't get enough. I say I don't know. I see whether na go vex pan. I don't know whether na trapper tight things. And I don't know whether na CP party things don't gain sweet. I don't know that don't get enough. Wait, things don't get enough, boo. Additional, the people themselves they tell me they say about and say, boy, in waiting this match, boy, and this, Ocean guy, I say waiting the old to still do no office man. I say, if go, I say. Go for don't make Sandy don't go long since and with the cannabis team we been don't do na lunch. I say it's Sandy for don't team up upstairs. I say Sandy for don't team up now. They watch the game where they play. I say from where this administration started from that cleaning. I say, this boy, I say, don't be give overstep. I say, some people, I say, they're not the change. I say, na lily them can better. I say, then go back reset setting. I say, na go apple to brother. I say, na apple to Sandy. I say, Mr. Minister, say, they do. I say, how the people themselves they do. I say, Mr. Minister, say this Yenga thing, I say, don't come up and play. I say, don't go out of hands. I say, don't go out of hands. I say, some people themselves don't say, then this want to. In fact, then thinking now, the temperature where we say for take some small action. But again, they get no more. Because you not go find this no, I say, let them Guinea boy away we. I say, then Guinea boy away, I say, no, that thing, I say, SLBC, I do, I do, I say, bo. Yeah, salon, say me back, I don't sorry for them. Man, I don't know about.
From Wakabot, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and now they take message Mona don't send inside the program. The first hour they take from our Facebook page. From Lawrence Lima Yeni Jr., they say the Nigerian troops helped Sierra Leone more than any other African country. A Nigerian Brigadier General Maxwell Kobe led the RSLAF, but they never saw the need to annex any part of Sierra Leone's territory. The occupation of Yenga by the Guinean under Tijan Kaba leadership till date without any serious move to ensure the reversal of the same somehow manifests that we are sleeping on the right to resist the Guinean encroachment of territories in Sierra Leone.
This was a good morning. Listening to the minister this morning makes me lost hope. Well, we're sorry for that technical issue. The program Good Morning Saloon. This one say good morning. He said listening to the minister this morning makes me lost hope from his explanation. The fear of them retaining government makes them sacrifice Yenga. For the government to wait 3 years while the Guinean build barracks, there is an indictment. This shows that this government has no authority, interest to protect the territorial integrity of Sierra Leone. Sad. Very, very sad. This from concerned citizen.
This one from Lolo Gasparini in our Facebook page. They say, I'm not in support of war, but that's exactly why we have leaders in power. They are supposed to know the right steps to take. That's a responsibility we entrusted them with.
It's a good morning, Mr. Minister of Internal Affairs. You will continue this diplomatic approach until Guineans' counterparts take over Kailaon onto Kenema. There is too much weakness in the part of Sierra Leone authorities. This is one of the reasons you need to equip our military in case of external aggression like this.
This one from Matthew Sisena with Facebook page. They say, Mr. Minister, it has been 23 years after the senseless civil war. We embrace peace. Why are we still playing diplomacy with the Guinean whilst they are invading the territory of Sierra Leone? Please, it's high time you acted swiftly and send a strong signal that enough is enough.
This one from Mohammed C. Kagbo. They say, Mr. Minister, what is the way forward of security at Yenga? because Guineans government doesn't recognize the meeting you called in the past days. Only farmers or fishermen attended the meeting from Tichan Aquari Wilkinson Road.
This one from Mystic, now a Facebook page, they say the diplomatic approach is good, but the fact is that we have lost Yenga during the days of President Kaba as a nation. We must focus on protecting other townships at our borders so that we couldn't lose them like we have lost Yenga in the hands of the Guinean, who are adamant to a point that they fired gunshots to create fear in the minds of Sierra Leoneans.
This now from Emu Karamoko on our Facebook page. The Sierra Leoneans need to go and protest peacefully at the Guinea embassy.
This other one, they say everyone's focus is on Yenga, but Guinean soldiers are also occupying part of Falaba. People in those areas are even using Guinean franc now. That's how deep the issue goes.
This one says not only Yenga that's been annexed by Guinea, some part in Falaba, Karine, and also Cambia is being annexed by Guinean forces.
Another one, they say this issue should be taken with all seriousness and give the same energy or approach that the Guinean are given when they are not conscious about being nationalistic at all.
This one from Mohamed FS Kamal on Facebook. He said, Mr. Minister, we are talking about international relations issues and you are mentioning local chief. The Guinean authority doesn't take Sierra Leone seriously.
For Mark 10, away New England on the Facebook page, they say, Mr. Minister, I suggest government commission a neutral third party preferable under the African Union and ECOWAS to conduct a thorough historical and geographical survey of the border using colonial map, treaties, and international law as reference. For Mark 10 and New Englandville.
The last one for me from now, because of time, from Lolo Gasparina with Facebook page, they say, if the roles were reversed, do you really believe Guinea will sit back and allow us to build structures and military barracks on their land? Would they still be preaching diplomacy if we are the ones occupying part of their territory? Let's stop pretending. What is happening is a clear violation, and if there were the other way around, we all know the response would be very different.
Okay, because of time, will come over to you, Mr. Minister. I don't hear the different message we don't come.
Thank you very much. And I want to tell all the textiles then, Boku, thank you. There is so many issues, but again, some positive and some I don't take note of them. But again, as I say, there will be patient, there will be nationalistic, and understand that the Guineans are the aggressors, and we don't take firm position now to make sure that they don't go beyond Yenga. And of course, somebody even talk about other places where infractions there. And this joint border committee have been talked about. They not only now look at Yenga, they look at all of those other issues. There's going to be a meeting now, Monrovia, on the 26th of this month. So then we'll take some of those issues forward. Somebody talk about why we bring in local chiefs. I mean, when you look at issues for resolve, I mean, you look at them at different levels. We also know that traditional intervention of the people then, I mean, they don't solve a lot of problems. And where somebody say, oh, now fishermen then bring camp, you know, even if you're not chief for you say you get your own profession. And most of the people they live here are farmers and are fishermen. So you don't mean say because in a chief and not go take part, and not go do what is supposed to do for your livelihood. So, but they played a significant role, as we say. They don't even help for them with people that were in this place for go back. They all work together. And that kind of relationship will go on for will continue on the ground, even as we pursue the diplomatic and other options. As we say, at some point, we might take it to another level beyond diplomacy, like someone suggests, the ICJ. I mean, all of those will be under consideration. But mind you, as I say again, let we all not really think about war for now, because people in they wouldn't want resources. people then they want for level pawn or pledge with resources because they want to buy arms and ammunition from them. And we'll not forget them that option. Because just now we do that, then they come in, then go arm Guinea, then we begin the army, but outside the money they come out, which means we therefore forget about the kind of development we don't take place now in Sierra Leone. I mean, you've been there at the APRM. One of the things where everybody they say that Sierra Leone is a progressive nation. Sierra Leone, they do very well, and that a vanguard country. So let us make sure we continue in terms of the human capital development, you know, health, education, was how they spend. You know, let us not use that money there for go fetch war because some people want to stop war.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Before we left in the studio, critical questions. Salute safe from external aggression.
Well, we will protect ourselves from any external aggression.
Okay. Continue. Thank you very much for joining me in the edition of the program, Minister of Internal Affairs, Lengo. I want to apologize to listeners and viewers of Radio Democracy. Like we expect the Minister for Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation for can talk about the diplomatic aspect of them. As Lengo been there at the studio, they talk about security, but to not be able to see another program. Good morning, Salon.
Okay, and yeah, we go to go up the end button of this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Michael Sambola with support from Kabe Mange Mansarina then produce this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. DJ Sugar Kenigi technical support. Jeffermans Davis and Fatma Samoa make on our watch we live on our Facebook page and today they look at the Yenga situation and waiting government they do for ensure say Salon people and safe. Well, with that, at the same minutes up to you, Kalon. Continue to listen to Radio Democracy and goodbye.
And Musa Kamari say bye-bye.